This old man was almost starving to death, but he still fed the remaining food to the hungry and cold birds outside the window. Unexpectedly, after eating the food, the birds turned into 7 little elves to repay the old man's kindness. They sneaked into his shop and made him a batch of the most fashionable shoes. However, since this was their first time making shoes, they accidentally poked their teammate's bottom. Scobble worked with great efficiency, and the cooperation was perfect. But before long, he accidentally buried his teammate inside the shoe. Time was tight, but they had a clear division of labor, each performing their duties. They weren't very tall, yet they had long arms. This elf was asked to hammer in nails, but instead he started pounding on his teammate. He repeatedly hammered the elf, making him furious. This elf was even crazier. He drew his bow and shot, causing the shoelace to snap instantly. These two elves had the best teamwork. One was responsible for hammering, the other for passing the nail. When the nails ran out, the elf lifted up his teammate and hammered on him. The other elf was so angry he hammered back in retaliation, and this tiny one was even more insane. He stitched a pair of leather shoes in just a few seconds. However, he couldn't stand the extra thread, so he pulled at it, and the shoes immediately returned to their original state. The noise happened to wake up the sleeping elderly couple. When the elf on lookout duty discovered this, he immediately told everyone to retreat quickly. The elderly couple opened the door and saw the shelves filled with all kinds of new shoes. They were overjoyed and started dancing.